Okay, welcome. So I love this part so much. How to create your expense on Busywin software. So let's go there. So this is actually your Busywin software. So now to create an expense account on Busywin, you go to administration, you go to master. For master, you go to add account. When you open account, you have 3 drop down: add, modify, and list. They are constant in Busywin. I've said it over and over again. Add is to add new of anything you want to create. Now, add is to add new expense account, while modify is to modify an expense account that is already existing, and list is to see all the accounts you have created. So let's click on add. So once you click on add, just tell me what are the expenses that you run in your organization, and I want to appeal to you. You don't need to put them together. You don't need to make miscellaneous. The reason why you have the software is not crying for the list of expenses you do. You can do it one after the other. You don't need to lump them together, because I need you to understand that you need to be sure of, how much actually did you expend on water dispenser? How much exactly did you spend on salary? How much exactly went on bonus? How much exactly went on fueling? Okay, you have 2 dispatch riders. You create dispatch rider expenses number 111, or you put the dispatch rider's name, which you can edit whenever that one's listed, and you put the new name. So your expense must be detailed enough so that at the end of the day, you can just click and see that, oh, so this transport that I thought is 50 naira actually accumulate to 500K. So you need to be that detailed, and I can't say it less, but you need to be that detailed. So now let's go. And for me, when creating expense in my business, to make it easy, I like everything to be easy and sweet for my staff. I don't want them to really be under any pressure or stress or looking for something. So create expense on Busywin. I always recommend you start with E, capital E, X, P, iPhone. For instance, fuel. So I enter, it shows the same name under print name. I go to group. Fuel, we have 2 types of expense. We have direct expense and we have indirect. So it depends. If you are not comfortable with, I don't know which one is this one, which one, don't stress yourself. Just be picking indirect. It will sit onto expense. But we have 2 types of expense. Direct expenses are those direct expenses that come, that is totally direct to your production or service, while indirect are administrative costs, staff salary, running costs, operational costs. But the truth is, we just need you to know the expense that was expended, so you can use anyone. For years, I was using indirect. I just like the column where indirect is. I will use indirect on everything. But at the end of the day, I will still be able to ascertain my expenses, which is key. So if you just put IN, it will show you income, direct, or income. So you just go to expenses. Let's look at expenses. So it gives us expenses, direct and indirect. So I'm picking indirect because fueling is actually an indirect expense. So you go, assuming you have paid down before today, for maybe you have paid a particular filling station ahead, you can have your debit or credit, or you are owing them. Maybe you are owing them or you have paid them. So either it's credit or debit. You have to put it there. But if not, you just move ahead to expense. You don't need phone number for it, except you have a particular person that you used to call for the fuel. You can put the details there. You can put it. If you have somebody that brings fuel for you, can put the details. So whenever they need it, they'll just go back to the system and pick the number and call, Mr. Tumayo, we need 12 gallons or 12 liters. Please send it to us. So it makes life easy for everyone. The contact person can be there. You can put his name, Mr. Tumayo. Why you put here his phone number, his email, Instagram handle for web faxes and all that. You can fill it. It makes life easy. So everything is already on your system. Then you just go directly to save. Don't forget, if you click quit, you have not done anything. If you click quit, you have not done anything. So click save. Now that I've saved it, I can go back to modify. I can decide to say, oh, that expense is not what I wanted to create. It's diesel. We don't use fuel here. I can come back under modify and change it to diesel. How to spell diesel? So diesel. So with that, it's showing direct expense. No, is it direct I used before? No, that is indirect. It's indirect. So now I save. Like I said, I picked direct instead of indirect. I will not be saying it's the computer that is crazy. I am the one that made mistake. Do you understand? Just want you to know that it's even me. I'm not perfect. So, but I'm just trying to let you know, because even when you use it, they're like, oh, this software is crazy. I don't understand. No, it is you. You press something or you did not do something. That's why it's like that. So now I can save. And it has saved there, so I can look for it. Expense. That's why I like to use ESP. Like I said, ESP dash is there. I thought I edited it before. I'm confused. This, I didn't save it or what? Okay. So now because I have created expense fuel and I actually spaced it before I wrote it, and the other one does not have space, he allowed it. But if I write it in the same format, it will tell me the name is already existing. So I needed you to understand that, so that you don't say, this system, no. It will tell you. So it's based on what I did. So if I had not shifted here, put double space, it wouldn't have allowed me. It would tell me it's already there. But now that I've done it that way, I think there should not be space. So this way, then I save it back. So I can actually see that the two of them is there. Expense like this. So I think it's the person that raised this thing before that just made mistake and created with space. So I hope you have understood. That's how to actually create your expenses. So now I can actually search for the expenses I have created. You can do printer, you can do screen. So we're doing screen, we are doing format, group account. So under group account, I come to expenses. So I look for indirect expenses admin. So if I click it to show me all. So in Busywin, there are some default expenses that they have. Defaults from system, from the organization, from the company, from the manufacturer, which they feel that you need, like advertisement, bad debt, bank charges, all these are there already. They're already there. So it's just left for you to assign them for your purpose. Salary, they've already done a lot for you. So you look at what is not there. Then you start creating, like traveling expense, telephone, welfare, service charge paid, they're all there. Sales promotion, salary roundup, printing and stationery, poster, office rent, all these things are already there. So you don't need to create it double. So, but what you can do is you can edit, you can modify the name by putting ESP in front to make it easy for you to locate your expenses. That's just me. You might try to leave it like, oh, I like advert and publicity the way it is. Me, I like it that way. But I'm not changing. So do what pleases you. But for me, I like to put it there so that it's easy for me to you realize that it has changed. So that's it. You can still click under the list to modify, to take you back to modify. I hope you've understood that. So please don't put your expenses in lump sum. Don't tag anything miscellaneous. We don't want to see miscellaneous on this or expenses. What is it used for? Is it advert? Let's know that advert was 200. Okay, was it Facebook? You created Facebook ad. Was it Instagram ad? You created Instagram ad. So don't put them together. Do it the right way so that you can actually be sure of what was expended on each item, so that you know how to maximize your business, so that you know what is working, what is not working, what you need to work on and all that. You also understand that it will help you curb wastage. So that's it. So at this point, I say you're at the end of how to create expense. I hope you got it right. So don't forget, your expense can either be indirect or direct. Whichever one you choose is fine. It will just go to the right place. But assuming you have chosen direct, you can't see them in that group. You can't see it under the group where we are, because that particular group is indirect. So another group, subgroup, is for direct. So, but if you want to see everything together, let me take you there. So you click screen. You now say format, you say all accounts. When I click all accounts, see, it's having both bank, it's having expenses, it's having customer name. It's telling you all what you have created so far on this account. I hope you understand, and I hope it's not complicated. So enjoy your day. Bye.